Here I am in the garage. Might as well just start the vlog right here. Welcome back to another video. Team C63 your 25-year-old California lawyer. So currently I am in the garage, like I said, just grabbing a few things, making dinner as we speak. As you guys could see, the sun is looking a little wild. As I showed you guys earlier today, really smoggy air because of fire somewhere. It is midday at this point. Actually, I wouldn't say I'm actually tired, surprisingly. But I have gotten a lot of things done today, so it's been a very productive day. I feel like the last, I don't know how many days I've been actually very productive for several weeks now. So very productive day. Got a lot of things done. Fairly tired, or I'm not tired. I'm kind of like, I don't know, like I guess I'm hungry is what it is. So I'm trying to figure out my lunch situation, and then pretty much going to head back to work. Kind of grinding out a lot of these longer assignments that I had. So that makes me feel a little more productive and a little more better about things, I think. So that's probably what's happening. I get a lot of things done usually, but I think the fact that they're like shorter assignments, everything kind of moves very quickly. You know, maybe the most on one thing is 1 or 2 hours, and then kind of jump around. With today in particular, and kind of the past few days, doing longer assignments, so you know, we're spending 2-3 hours on one thing, moving on to another assignment takes another few hours. So it feels like I'm getting a lot done, even though there's actually less assignments getting done and each one is just longer. Small little update on the backyard. As you can see, there's more holes here than before. It has been a very long day, a very long work day. Jumped around here and there, did longer assignments, kind of mixed in everything like it was a smoothie or something. And the day is pretty much over at this point. Just dropping in just so I have you know, something for this day. Another thing I want to point out, which is the main reason I actually dropped in, was that as you guys remember, I was having problems with my nose ring, I think like 2-3 weeks ago maybe, and it wasn't going in all the way. I've been fiddling with it ever since. Yesterday I was like, you know, something tells me it's kind of like deeper than it was originally. So I've been fiddling with it even more since yesterday, and at this point it's gotten to the point where the entire thing actually goes inside. So I will be taking this one out and trying to put a longer one in, just like last time. Here I am about, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes later. As you guys could tell, this is the bigger stud. It's a lot more visually there than the other one. Yeah, and as you guys could see, it's pretty much in. I took the other one out, tried to put this one in. It wasn't going. It felt like it was going further than the last one for sure, or last time, because last time I tried to put this in, as you guys may recall, it was pretty much dangling. So this time it went in further, but it was still hanging out. So I was like, okay, damn. So it didn't actually, the hole didn't go through all the way. So I was kind of playing with it and kind of pushed it in further, and I felt this little pop. And it still wasn't in all the way, but like I basically pressed it. Saturday morning vibes. As you can see, super gloomy. I think today it's actually gloomy. It's not smoke, at least I don't think so. It doesn't really smell like smoke out here. Let's see what the day has in store. Currently back home. Not that much happened. I wanted to record, but I didn't, just because I felt like it was kind of repetitive to older vlogs. Obviously, if this is the first time you're watching, it wouldn't be repetitive to you, but I just thought there was not much to kind of share that hasn't already been shared before. So I didn't really record any of that. Might do a couple clips here and there if I do go get food. I do have family coming over in probably an hour and a half, and the Pittsburgh Steelers game starts in a little bit as well, so I'm going to enjoy that, and yeah, go on from there. Did get some work emails earlier in the morning, but that's probably, for the most part, it's going to be Monday's problem, so that's probably going to be a very hectic day, to say the least. It is currently the next day, and yeah, the Steelers game went really well. There was one issue that I found really strange. So at the very end of the game, you know, at this point it was like 26-6, and Steelers were pretty much hauling ass like the entire time, outside of the Lions making 2 field goals. And the stream randomly cuts out in the fourth quarter. I don't remember how much time is left. I'm watching it while I'm eating dinner on my laptop, and I guess I'm so focused, you know, I'm at the dinner table and whatnot with my family, that I just assumed that like the game actually ended. After dinner, come upstairs, look at the score, and realize that the game is still running, and there's like a little less than 2 minutes left, and I'm like, what the hell? And to my surprise, the freaking game is now 26-20, and while the stream was like turned off or whatever the hell happened, I guess the Lions started catching up out of like completely thin air. So I was like, what the hell? Like, how's this even happening? And I'm looking at the chat, and like people are complaining that the stream changed or something, because I thought the game ended because the stream had changed to a different game. But in actuality, I guess the Seahawks game and the Raiders game both were going to like start before the Steelers game ended. So depending on where you were in the country, those games would start showing randomly. I went through like a bunch of streams. All of them are streaming one of those 2 games, not the Steeler ones, even though there are actual Steeler versus Lions links. They're showing other games at this point. Finally found one. Luckily the Steelers closed out and ended up winning, but I just thought that was like super weird, and there's like people complaining in all of the chats for all the streams why they're showing a different game. You know, nobody wants to see these games and whatnot. I'm just like, damn, this is like absolutely crazy. But I'm glad that I got to watch pretty much the entire game, just that segment of time where the stream had messed up. In terms of today, we'll just see what I have in store. No real plans. I know tomorrow is going to be a very hectic day in terms of work, so I might want to get a head start on that. Not really sure, or you know, maybe I should just keep my peace of mind now, and you know, fight through it tomorrow. Outside of that, I'll catch you guys a little later. So dropping by, it is pretty much the evening time at this point. I am going to cut out the vlog, but before I do, there's something interesting that I want to point out, and I just realized this, or found out about it just a second ago while I was actually watching YouTube videos while doing other things, and I was watching TJ Hunt's video, and he's basically selling I believe his G63 4x4, and he explains that in the recent reports, Mercedes-Benz basically said that they are not continuing V8 models in 2022 in the United States. I decided to look into it, and I find out that basically it's true, at least for 2022. I didn't read that many articles or anything, but for 2022, I guess there's a supply shortage, so they're keeping the V8 models, essentially the AMGs, in Germany or in Europe, I guess, instead of shipping them to the United States. There will only be 2 V8 cars that actually make it to America, neither of which are actually AMG models. If you guys know, I own a C63 AMG, and in the video they basically were explaining like the dealer, that the prices for these cars are going to skyrocket in America because, you know, there is going to be no 22 a 2022 version. So essentially I went nationwide, 2018 models, try to figure out the value of these cars. As you guys can see, 2018 and up nationwide, there's literally only 12 cars. And yeah, I went through it. As you guys could tell, all of them are sedans. I don't think any of these are coupes. So I couldn't get a real handle on how much my car's worth. But the fact that there is none for sale nationwide that are like mine, I think says a lot. I ended up going on ℂ𝕝𝕒𝕟𝕕, put in my information, 2018 C63 AMG coupe. I have about 22,500 miles. And the price basically falls in this range, which is actually higher than it was before. I think the range was maxed out at 60 grand. Not to mention the fact that it was 60 grand at, you know, like 21,000 miles or whatever when I checked several months ago. Now I have higher mileage, but the max price I could sell it for is actually higher. So that says a lot. Hopefully the market actually does increase. If it increases enough, who knows what happens next year in terms of me keeping it. Maybe I will get rid of it for the right price. That is pretty much all I have for you guys. Thank you all for sticking around and watching. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, like, share, and subscribe. Check out my clothing brand at ℂ𝕝𝕒𝕟𝕚.us. Triumph, your dreams await.